Good morning, everyone. Today, as we are back with our economic subject, as you may be knowing about the chapter what we are dealing with, the chapter till now what we have discussed is all about the poverty. So this comes under third unit, current challenges facing the Indian economy. So almost till now we have seen who are the poorest with many of the examples and how are poor people identified with the categories of poverty we have ended up. Now we are going to start up with a new concept naming as a poverty line. Now as with the screen you can see over here the graphical presentation which has been made for the poverty line to show how the poverty line falls under below and above poverty line, how many people, the total population, how the population is been divided into categories. Here most probably aggregately the categories which are been made by the name of chronic poor, transient poor and non-poor. So almost this is the same as what we have discussed in the categories of the poverty. In that categories we have discussed all about the poor and non-poor, but with the same point always the further that is what absolute poor that we call here, just like the always poor, usually poor, and here the same categories we have made over here, that was the categories which made on the basis of poverty. And here this is the poverty line. This line which you see over here, this is the poverty line. This below that we call it as a below poverty line, this is above poverty line. This is what it has been diagrammatically presented over here. So let's get started with our poverty line concept today. Now let us examine that the to determine how to determine the poverty line. There are many ways of measuring poverty. Here almost we are looking with the many of the ways just by making the categories, and we are going to understand how the poor people are there in our nation. One way is to determine the monetary value, that is what per capita expenditure. That is what the first way, as you can see over here, the monetary value per capita expenditure. Per capita expenditure, how the people makes, on that basis you can make or identify the poor peoples. That is what per capita expenditure what we call here of the minimum calorie intake that the estimated at rupees sorry, it is not estimated at 2400 calories for the rural person. On the basis of these expenditures, the calories which you get from the rural area persons or people is 2400 and 2000. Here you can say the in the rural area 2400 and in the urban people you can get 2100, 2400 and 2100. This on the basis of the rural and urban area it has been shown over here. Based on this, in year 2009-10 the poverty line was defined for the rural areas as consumption worth rupees 673 per person a month. That is what on the basis of the consumption, the expenditure which has been made for rupees 673 per person a month, and for urban area 860 rupees. As you can see, now again it has been changed up with these concepts. Here the per head person, the per person, how much the estimation or the consumption per month is totally now different. As you can see here, it was mentioned just like 673 per person a month in rural areas, and in urban areas 860 rupees. Okay, that was the thing which was there. And in this examination of this graph, you can understand always poor means what? The people who are not able to have the shelter or two times a meals, that which fall here in the always poor category. Specific category is always poor. It in aggregate we can call it as a chronic poor as well. And further, usually poor means just like a seasonal type. Some of the time these people come out of the poverty line and go again to the poverty line. This is what the thing you can see over here, usually poor. Then coming to the churning poor means these people flow up and down. It is what one time they go above poverty line and one time they come below poverty line. This may be just like the seasonal workers, just the farmers and all, as we have taken the example. This is what churning poor. And one more, occasional poor. These people are always above poverty line, but due to the bad luck or bad time, some of the time they fall under below poverty line. That's what the thing in this image. You can go with the examination, as you can see this just by this image, you can get to know. Then this, both of the churning pores and occasional pores, we call this as a transient pore as well. Then lastly, never poor. Never poor means they never come or touch the poverty line. These are rich people. These are medium class and rich people or very rich people, as we have seen in the categories. These are the people will never come below this poverty line. Now, coming to the next concept, if you want to see what all things, that these are the three dimensions of the poverty. These 10 indicators tell you how to come out of the poverty line. Here, first thing, coming to the health. First dimension of the poverty is health. Now, first, they are having less nutrition due to the insufficient food or non-proper for having the water facility, then shelter facility. Due to that, nutritions are very less in that, and child mortality rate is very low for this due to the unclear water, drinking water. They get diseases soon. Then mortality level is always less. And coming to the next dimension with the education, years of schooling, almost in the previous one of the example we have seen the story. In the poor peoples, almost they never get the education, they never go and attend the school as well. Few of the time in the year of 10 to 12 they get to the job, means they need to work. In that extent they will be having a bad condition. That is what we have almost seen in the second dimension. In the education, years of schooling is very less. Almost some of the time they may go and till the 5th to 6th standard they will leave the schools. The school attendance is very low for these people, the poor people. Very few they go. And living standards, almost the living standard, if you want to develop them and bring out of the poverty line, these things has to be there. Just like cooking fuel, then sanitization, water, clean water, then electricity, floor, that is what the building or the houses has to be given, and the assets what are being required for them. So this is all about the indicator. These are the 10 indicators under the heading of 3 dimensions. As you can see, the poverty, out of the poverty line you can bring the people in our nation. So let's move with the next slide. See, further, though the government uses monthly per capita expenditure, this is what the monthly per capita expenditure we can see. Hello students, are you getting the voice clearly or no?
Yeah.
As the students, although the government uses the monthly per capita expenditure, that is what MPCE, what we call here, as proxy for income of households to identify the poor, do you think the mechanism satisfactory identifies the poor household in our country? Can you think that the group of people, the poor, are can be identified on the basis of the monthly per capita expenditure? Almost on this basis, we say that we cannot identify the poor people on the basis of their monthly per capita expenditure. How you are going to know the one of the individual family, the poor family, how much they spend in the month? See, it depends. In our homes, we make the expenditure for food, cloth and shelter in a month for 10 to 20,000 rupees or more. But few of the families are there, in 1 month they go with the 5,000 of budget. In the 5,000 only they manage all the things. That is what the thing. And here it is not possible to calculate the monthly per capita expenditure of any of the poor family or the poor people over here. That is what the one thing over here. Then economists state that a major problem with this economies is that it groups all the poor together. Here, that is what they are grouping the poor together and does not differentiate between the poor and the other poors. Here, if you are making a differentiation as well, here you can't make the differentiation and you can't identify the poor in that category. If you are making the groups of poor, you can't identify here. That's what we can say over here is all the poors together and does not differentiate between the very poor and other poors. Here we can't differentiate here. As you can see here in the previous slide, as it has been there, here poor and very poor you cannot identify here. As you can go with these first two things, that is what chronic poor, it is not very easy to find it out which is very poor and which is poor. That is what it is difficult to know over here. Then also, this mechanism takes into account expenditure of food and few selected items of proxy of income. Economist questions its basis. See, if you see the proxy for income, you can't get exactly how much they earn first, what is the income, and how much they make the expenditure. You can't understand the poor people's categories over here. This mechanism is helpful to identify the poor as group to be taken care of by the government, but it would be difficult to identify among the poor need to help the most. Now this is what very rarely you are going to find it out, and here it is very difficult to identify who among the poor need the most. Now here the categories which are been made, but it is very difficult to identify. Now exactly, can you imagine that these people are going to require so and so facilities or so and so the basic requirements, accessibility to the basic education or health, water, sanitization or basic food, clothing, shelter. Is there any of the thing? Can you identify the people which are there over there? No, it is very difficult to identify the people over here. That's what the
हे होते कुठली कुठली गेम दाखव दोन दाखवू सुकीत आहे काय नाही
silent yours. Don't unmute, I said here.
काय नाही
So almost here we are with the concepts here. There are many factors other than income and assets which are associated with poverty. Here there are many factors as we can see over here, and we can identify the poverty. Here, for instance, the accessibility to basic education. This is what the accessibility to the basic education is there. Then healthcare facilities, then drinking water and sanitization. These are the assets which can be identified the poverty. See, those who go to the civil hospital, we call them as a poor. BPL card holder. Now, below poverty line, the card which are being removed for the most poor people are holded or removed by the middle class families as well. But who is going to investigate them? The poorest, almost the very poor people are not getting the Antyodaya card, what is been the facilities are being given by the government to the people, but almost the other peoples are trying to get the benefit of it. But who is going to take care of this and who is going to find it out and stop the things? Here no one is there to manage and control the thing. They are providing, but is it reaching to the people who required it? No. That's what the difficult thing to be known over here. It is very difficult to identify the things now here. So that is what the government is lagging behind. They need to be considered to develop the poverty line. The existing mechanism for determining the poverty line also does not take into consideration the social factors and triggers and perpetual poverty such as illiteracy. Most probably if you see there is a illiteracy, ill healthy, ill healthiness, it is actually the health is very illness, we are having the illness, that is what lack of access to the resources. Now resources which are available, the clean drinking water, the healthcare facilities are not provided over here or not reached to the people, the poor people. Then discrimination, we make the discrimination, they are poor so and so, we ourselves we make the discrimination. Then a lack of civil and political freedom. See, in the society as well, the freedom for them is very less over here. As we can see in our day-to-day life, the poor are treated how? See, instead of taking others' example, take your own example. How you treat the poor people who beg in front of you. Just you will ignore them and go with the different way, right? That's what the thing, how we ignore here. And there is no any of the political freedoms for them. Then further, the aim of the poverty elevation schemes should be improved human lives by expanding the range of things that a person could be and could do, such as to be healthy and well nourished, to be knowledgeable and positive, uh, participated in his life of a community. See, first thing, they need to reach at that extent that each and every people, those who required, the range has to be expanded over here to find it out the poor people, and the health and well nourishment has to be done, and the knowledgeable things has to be get to them, and even they have to participate in the community, the things which are the schemes which are being available, they have to participate, take initiative in the schemes which are being provided by the government as well. Even that is most of the important part to be known over here. Many of the time the government is providing the schemes, but how many of them are taking the benefit of it? Even that has to be seen over here. Okay, then from the point of view, development is about removing the obstacles to the things that a person can do in life. See, providing them the opportunities is most important over here. Okay, the person can, what the persons can do, that has to be done. Such as illiteracy. Here you can remove the illiteracy rate, provide them the free education. Now government is providing the free education, but they are not accessible now. Due to the work unemployment, they are migrating from one place to another place. See, if you examine, if you see in the city, in the urban area, how many people in the urban area go for the labor work? It is very few in the ratio, the ratio of working in the urban area people is very few. Almost the rural area people come to the migrate to the city and work over here. That is what. And in the education as well, if the illiteracy has to be removed over here, then ill healthiness has to be removed, then lack of access to resources, there is a lack of resources, you know, the availability of resources, that has to be removed here. Then or lack of civil access, that has to be removed. Then political freedoms has to be given for the poor people. See, when the elections will be there, that time everyone will be interested and visiting everywhere, just like they will be finding out each and every poor to provide such things that they should get access to all the things. But exactly what they are getting or no, is no one is going to bother over here, right? So this is what the thing, you need to know and find it out the things. Now here, although the government claims that high rate of growth, increase in agriculture production, providing employment in rural areas, and economic reform packages introduced in the year 1990 has resulted a decline in poverty levels. See, as the government is saying that, the government claims that high rate of growth is there. Now, one side if you see, the employment is being provided in the rural areas. They are giving the work for them, and their daily work wages is 250 rupees. Now, whatever the work is been given for them, is it implemented? Is it given for the people? The work is been given for the people or no? Anyone is going to supervise it? No. even the gram panchayat peoples, when they in the rural areas which are been there, they will just be having the benefit of it just by saying 10 workers they are putting at a work and telling it as a 20 persons were working and 10 persons wages, by sitting only they are eating it. Are any of the people who are knowing and getting them into control or managing them? No one is there. So almost these things has to be seen over here, and this developments gives the, it helps the poor people to come out of the poverty line. Then further, economists raise doubts about the government claims. Now here, almost the economists raise the doubts about these claims, what the government is claiming. They point out that the way of data are collected, items that are included in the consumption basket, methodology followed by to estimate the poverty line, and the number of people are manipulated to arrive at the reducing figures of the number of poor in India. See, there is a manipulation. There is the data which has been provided. Just the government is claiming it is not the actually the right data. It is manipulated. The economist says that these are the economists are the people who studies and see all the nation's development and the economic activities of our nations. They say that the claimings which the government is made, it is not right. It is manipulated. They have reduced the figures in the number of poor, but exactly still now the number is more in the poor. That is what, due to the various limitations in the official estimated estimation of the poverty, scholars have attempted to find alternative methods. Now these are the scholars or the economists are making attempts to find out the alternative methods over here. Now, for instance, Amritya Sen, noted Nobel literate, has developed an index known as Sen Index. There are other tools such as Poverty Gap Index and Scored Poverty Gap. We can here you will learn it in tools of higher classes. Now here these are the things, just like the Nobel laureate and which was developed by the Amrita Sen. These are the things which are not given over in this our syllabus. Here, the thorough study has been made. For our extent, they have given us the limitations to hear how the government is claiming the things and how the poor are removed out of this are being told to us. That's what the thing. So, for today's session, we are going to end up with this poverty line concept and the new concept, as the concepts are very brief now, few of the concepts that we will be taking in the next session. So almost the very large and big concepts are there further in this chapter. So we shall take one concept and move out of it. Now if any of the you all have any of the doubts regarding this, you can raise the doubts.
No, sir.